Welcome all to Plutus IS. Today I'm going to discuss a very important topic of geography optional, which is mountain building. Now, mountain building has been a very difficult topic for the students to understand, and apart from that, this can also be one of the probable questions in UPSC, especially if you talk about the list of the topics which generally been asked alternatively in geography optional examination. Then mountain building is one of them. To run through the mountain building through the conceptual lens, so let's look at the theorist, the geologist who have given the mountain building and how this would have been developed at that point of time and how do we take it now. So when I talk about mountain building process, you also call it orogeny. The process is known as orogenesis. That means the mountain building formation. Then there were two geologists, Hall and Dana, who have given a very important concept of geosyncline theory. Now understand this in order to understand the mountain building theory, which has been further been developed by Kober, and we also call it as Kober's process. So first I'm going to give you a snapshot of how the geosyncline looks like. Now when I talk about geosyncline theory, this theory has been given by Hall and Dana. Hall and Dana key contribution was majorly in order to understand how plates have played a major role in the sediment deposition. Now we have to go back to the history in order to understand this concept. Now, for example, these were the two plates, you call them as Eurasian and Indian plate. Now, between Eurasian and Indian plate, as we know that Indian plate was moving with 18 centimeter per year, that was the speed, and that's how it has changed its latitude. Even now, the Indian plate is moving, and that's why we can see through the evidences also that your Himalayas is rising. Whenever we check, whenever we try to collect the evidences of the height of the Himalaya, it is always increasing. So here we are having an Indian plate, and it is going towards the Eurasian plate, and it was going earlier also. But at that point of time, it was supposed that there was a Tethys Sea in between. There was a Tethys Sea in between, and therefore what could have happened that the sediments would have fallen from these plates which are of sedimentary nature. Now this sedimentary rocks, what they would have done, they would have deposited the sediments in the Tethys Sea, and there would have been the buildup of the load here. Now when the buildup of the load would have been there in between and these plates were moving towards each other, we also call it as in geomorphology the continental convergence. It is one of the type of continental convergence. Then there would have been the buildup of mountains in between, right? This is in a very layman language, in a very simpler language, I have tried to explain this. Now, if we go into the technical portion of the geosyncline theory, so how it looks like? It looks like this, where you're having the four land. You call this the plates or the plates as you call these plates as the foreland. Hall and Dana have popularly called it as foreland, and in between you are having the space. In this space, sediments would fall, and these sediments would fall in a way that it will create a depression. Now, why the depression has been created? Because first the sediments will fill up this area, and when sediment load will further increase, it will further increase the load, and it will create a sort of a depression. Now, this is known as geosyncline theory. Now, with sediments load, the sediment load would have increased as they are sinking where? they are sinking downwards. They are sinking downwards. It will further increase the load, and then when the increase of the load will be there, what would happen? When further they will increase the load, what would have happened? When these two are compressing towards each other. Now the question is, we have understood that why the sediment is falling in between. The sediment is falling because here, because of some geomorphic agents. What are the geomorphic agents? Your wind, your water, glacier. Because of that, sediment would fall out of these plates. कहाँ पे जाएंगे sediment in between, right? When sediment will fall in between, it will further press it, right? And there would be a sinking. The load would be so heavy that it will sink down, and there will be a formation of such kind of a depression, right? Now what will happen? These two forelands, I'm calling them as forelands, these two forelands would come towards each other. What is the reason of coming towards each other? Because the land is contracting. As the land is cooling, it is contracting also. Your earth is cooling and contracting. When they will come towards each other, what will happen? It will further increase this. I mean, the loads will, the sediment load would further increase like that. Why? Because they are compressing and take the sediment load towards up. Okay, when they will go upwards, there would be a formation of the mountains because they have come very close towards each other. Where this sediment load would go, the sediment load would go to above spaces, and when they will go to above spaces, there would be a formation of mountain. Now, how Kober has explained this process? Kober has used the geosyncline theory of Hall and Denner, and further he has added on in his theory. Now, what he is saying, he is calling these slabs which we have taken as, he is calling them as cretogens. He called this foreland as cretogens. Cretogens. He was also very successful in explaining that why the certain portion of the ranges stay flat while other portion of the ranges raises upward. For example, if you see Himalayan only, in Himalayas, what you would observe that the western portion is have raised upwards. Then you're having a Tibetan plateau which is flat, it's a plateau, it's elevated land, and then further in the eastern portion we are having the elevated portion of Himalayas. Now, why we are having such flat topography in the Tibetan plateau? Now, Kober called it as median process, median mass. What do you mean by that? He said that this will rise up, but this will stay flat. But why? That was the question. Why it will stay flat? Now understand, when sediment is dropping in between, the same theory, geosyncline theory, and here he has just changed the cratogen, changed the foreland to cratogen. बात एक ही है, बस उन्होंने name change कर दिया, right? And then the sediments are falling here. It will further increase the depression. The sinking load would be there, right? And when this area would rise up, because the area is not rising with the same intensity, it's not happening that every time you will have the same rate of contraction. Sometimes you will have little contraction, sometimes you will have greater contraction, so it would vary depending upon what period you are choosing from the history. So this certain portion would rise, and these certain portion that would rise, he called them as rand kettons. While the median portion which was not raised, which was stayed flat, he called them as median mass. Right? But Kober's theory also comes with a lot of criticism. For example, why he could not explain the seafloor spreading volcanic activity, because he was great at explaining the orogeny. There were many scholars who could not explain the mountain building process, but Kober was successful. But his theory was not appropriate to explain the volcanic activities, seafloor spreading. Therefore, his theory also comes with criticism. So this is one of them. Another criticism is that he could not explain the movement of the plates in a very well manner. So therefore we have the best of the best theories, which is the plate tectonic theory. Now so far plate tectonic theory has been the best, and we do consider it best unless another theory comes and also try to explain the gaps which is present in that plate tectonic theory. So I hope you have understood this very important part of geography optional. I'll come up with the next video. Thank you so much.